Okay, great. So, hello, everybody. First of all, just like to say welcome and really good to see everybody again and recognise quite a few people, and also to the people that I don't recognise, hello and nice to see you here as well. So we're doing Jamyang at Leeds virtual. Great. So, hello, everybody. Online meditation session. I can just hear some feedback of myself, so I'm not sure what that's about, but hopefully that will have stopped. Yeah, so what we're just going to do this session is very simple. So we're just going to try and practice some shamatha meditation or concentration meditation. And the idea of that is that we concentrate on one object, and that will help us by anchoring ourselves on one object to begin to start to still the mind as the basis of our meditation. And I usually explain what I'm going to do before we do the session, so there's no surprises. So as usual, I'll just quickly run down what we're going to do. So first of all, we'll come into the space and then come into the body to cultivate an overall body awareness. Then we're going to follow that by a quick body scan. And then we're going to be very traditional today, and we're going to focus on the sensations of the breath. And the place we're going to do that after we've established the awareness of the breath in the body is we're going to focus just the space under the nose. So you've probably come across this before, a very standard breathing meditation, a mindfulness of breathing technique. You can look it up, it's called Anapanasati. Okay, so then for the half an hour, we're going to practice this technique. So first of all, if we can just come into the space where we are. So become aware of your surroundings in the room and become aware of your posture. So you could be seated cross-legged on the floor, you could be sat in a chair, you could even be lying down. So very traditional postures for meditation which were taught were standing, walking, seated or lying down. Most important is to maintain your awareness and keep your back straight, especially in the seated and lying down positions. If you are lying down, try and make sure that the back of your neck is also supported as well as your head on a pillow as well. So you don't want any undue strain on the back of your neck. If there's a large gap, that can happen if you're stationary but alert for a long time before falling asleep. So other than that, make sure that your spine is straight. The hands can be either simply folded in the lap, or they can be on your knees or on your thighs. For the head, if we just keep it slightly tilted forward, the gaze cast down in front of you, so eyes half open, about a meter or 3 feet or so in front of you. But don't focus tightly, just let your eyes rest naturally and the gaze rest naturally. The tongue can be rested softly at the top of the mouth. And for the lips themselves, they can be lightly closed. Or if you want to, some people, in order to prevent the buildup of tightness in the jaw, they just have the mouth slightly open. So we begin by coming to the space, into the room, wherever you are. Our awareness is still fairly coarse at this stage. We're gradually drawing it in, so we become aware of the body, sensations of the body. You can feel the weight of your clothes on your body, the sensations, the contact of the surface on which you are seated or lying. And become aware of the natural sensations of the body, the rhythm of the breath, your heartbeat. No need to change anything. You're simply becoming aware of the current condition which we're in. Now that we've rested for a couple of moments, it's a good time to set a firm intention. So the intention for practicing, why we've come here today to our space. It could be that we want to relax, take some time out of our schedule. Also could not just be for ourselves, but we may want to, try and cultivate a good heart so that we're nicer to be around for other people that we share our lives with. And also we may want to create a positive intention in the worldly situations that we find ourselves in, our circles of friendships and relationships with our family and colleagues, etc. This can be especially important at this time as we're dealing with the situation of COVID-19 and all the stress that society is under. So with that positive intention to guide us through the practice, we draw our attention in slightly more, become aware of the sensations of the breath throughout the body. So it's at this point then we can start to notice what's happening. But it's important that we don't then follow up that awareness with storylines, evaluations, judgments, series of emotions strung together related with them. Just becoming aware of the sensations of the breath in the body. To begin the body scan, become aware of the sensations in the feet. So the soles of the feet, the toes, the upper parts, the ankles. And if we feel any tension here, we can simply release using the natural rhythm of the out-breath. No need to alter the pattern of breathing, and simply let go. And then as we move our attention upwards to the shins and the calf muscles, try to cultivate an awareness which is very much engaged with the object. So not as if you're up in your head and you're looking down, but you've got a very immersive awareness as we sweep through the body. Become aware of your knees, the thighs, the upper parts of the legs, the buttocks, base of the torso, and if we linger here for a short while, we may notice that the muscles might be taut, or that we're gripping or something, holding tension here. So around the buttocks, the lower part of the torso, and also the lower back. And using our natural method of relaxation with the out breath, just let it go. And then with the awareness passing up through the body, become aware of the abdomen, the back, the spine, the chest. You can feel the natural sensations, the rhythm of the breathing. Become aware of the shoulder girdle, the neck. And we often hold tension here as well. So just relax and release. And indeed, anywhere that you find tension within your body throughout this process, just simply release gently on the out breath. So then, continuing with the flow of awareness, unbroken from the neck, shoulders, the upper arms, elbows, and the forearms, down to your wrists and your hands, palms, right down to your fingertips. And just linger here with the sensations of the body, breathing, any pulsing sensations, the blood flow. And then continuing, we work our way back from the fingertips, once more through the hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, again back into the shoulders and the neck. And we can really feel how the head is attached to the top of the spine. And become aware of the sensations in the face. And relax the muscles in the brow, around the eyes and the jaw. Become aware of your scalp. And then refining the awareness once more right to the tip of your head. And focus there. So far within our overall body awareness, we've become gradually aware of the different parts of the body. We've relaxed them. And now we're just finally alighting at the very tip of the skull. And then we let the flow of awareness continue unbroken down through the spine and then into the abdomen. And just settle here for a few moments, becoming aware of the rise and fall of the breathing in the abdomen. At this point, we shall also introduce the technique of sharpening the awareness. So it's really just the opposite of relaxing on the out breath. And simply, if our mind has become dull, we can sharpen our awareness slightly on the in breath, but just using the natural flow of the breath. No need to change anything. And from now on, it's really your judgment to fine-tune your awareness, to want to be relaxed, stable, and alert. We don't want our minds clouded through the meditation. And refining our awareness once more. Let your mind pass up through the body, from the abdomen, through the chest, into your neck, and then finally become aware of the sensations of the breath at the nostrils. So again, it's up to you exactly where you need to focus to become aware of the sensations. And in comparison to the sensations of the abdomen, they're significantly finer. But using our techniques of tuning on the in-breath and out-breath, simply become aware of the sensations of the breathing at the nostrils, and focus here for the remainder of the session. And should you become distracted in any way, no problem at all. It's great that your mindfulness has helped you notice that you become distracted. And simply return to the sensations of the breathing at the nostrils. And this is the point which will sustain our concentration. And as we ascertain more stability with the object of concentration, it can also be helpful to become aware of the quality of our awareness and know without too much discursive thoughts, whether it is too tight or too loose. There's an analogy which I'm particularly fond of, and it's holding the object of awareness as if you were holding a very ripe peach. So you don't want it to be too tight and bruise the fruit, but there does need to be enough support so that there's very minimal mental wandering. So our experience is saturated with awareness, not stories. So in a minute, I'm going to ring the bell to indicate the end of the session. What I would ask you to do is not just come out of your meditation in a jolt or in a very sudden way, but simply engage in the reverse of what we've done at the beginning of the session and throughout. So we started with a coarse awareness and have brought the attention inwards. And when we finish, if we can just expand our attention from the fine point at the tip of the nose, the sensations of the breathing there, and then back into the body, back into the space, the room. So thank you everybody for joining in today.